Hey y'all, today I want to just be raw and unfiltered. So let's talk about lifestyle in Wichita Falls, and we're getting started right now. I've been hosting this channel, this YouTube channel for, gosh, I guess it's a little over 2 years now, about Wichita Falls. And I really wanted to just get so raw and so unfiltered because I do a lot of videos and they're polished and I have an editor and all of that wonderful stuff. And at the same time, I think that people, I make Wichita Falls seem like a fantastic place to live, which in my opinion it is, but they come here and they see what they believe in their mind that they've created. And so I want to share with you what it's like and the lifestyle in Wichita Falls. I watch from time to time. I'm not trolling the internet because I don't have time. I'm really spending life doing life. But there are lifestyle YouTube channels or influencers on TikTok and Instagram and all of that. And those lifestyle people, influencers, are generally in like a California or a New York or a Florida, and they're showing you their lifestyle, which is over the flippin' top, if you ask me. And what you need to know about a lifestyle and being influenced by an influencer is that it takes some cash to keep that lifestyle up. Whether it's the special car that's just ridiculously expensive, or the house on the beach, which is ridiculously expensive, or jet setting in jets around the world, all of that takes cash. And what I also know is that I have an abundance mindset, and I share about that a lot on all different platforms, and I've taught it for years, is that most of you out there, I'm not saying all of you, but most of you out there do not have the $10 gazillion mindset. I don't want to. I also know what comes with sustaining a $10 million a year income or something along those lines. I'm very happy and very comfortable, and I also know that I am a good steward of my money. So I could make the same amount of money that I do here and live in California, and believe me, I would not be as happy. Now, people come here all the time, and I've heard this recently because it's a hot summer here, that they've moved here from California and they are going right back because it's too hot. I'm like, okay. For me, the downside for living in so many other places, and don't get me wrong, I live part-time in Playa del Carmen, Mexico, because I love the beach. And here's the thing is that when I lived in California, the beaches are not that spectacular, by the way. I didn't want to live there and spend hours on the freeway driving to get there. I'd rather go to my little apartment in Playa and walk a half a mile to get to the beach. I'd rather live in Wichita Falls and drive 5 minutes to get to beautiful waterfalls or a river or a lake. And so you have to decide for yourself what's important for you and make that list. I would recommend that you make that list of things that are important for you in your lifestyle. Because what I see so much out there are these influencers, and especially the Gen Zs are now being driven by influencers about how they should experience life. And comparison is the death of dreams. I can assure you of that. So stop comparing yourself to everybody else and say, wow, what is it about a lifestyle, perhaps in Wichita Falls, that would be appealing to you? So I'm going to share with you one of the things that I think is interesting about lifestyles in general. I call them the flyover states. So you've got the coast and you've got the west, and then you have these middle states called the flyover states. I now live in a flyover state, and I've taken over that flyover mentality, which is, holy moly, the rest of the left and the right coast are controlling the way that I should see life. What I'm going to say to you is you get to see life exactly the way you want. You get to design your life. And so my recommendation always is, and don't get off social media with my YouTube channel, but really turn off the television, stop watching the news, and honestly, stop letting social media be your fuel and food for your life. Because at the end of the day, there's nothing positive, generally speaking. I'm not saying that there isn't, but you have to pick and choose where those places are. I've scheduled time every day so that I go feed myself, my mental mind, with things that are absolutely uplifting and motivational and positive and mind expanding and evolving and all of that. And that's something that I can do here, which I do believe that the internet has allowed us to be bioavailable to the rest of the world. There's no question about that. And yet you have to choose what it is that you want to feed in your soul and your mind. So that being said, living in a flyover state, a lot of times what we're seeing, what is being filtered into our lives, is what it's like to be in these other areas, whether it be California or New York or Chicago or Houston, bigger metropolitan cities. And what I'm here to tell you is living in a smaller community gives you a different perspective on life. Now, I'm gonna just say, I would love to live off the grid, but I won't, because I do like my creature comforts. I like being able to drive down to the supermarket that's only 10 minutes away and having these shelves lined with everything I could possibly imagine. I find it so fascinating, even after, a year after the COVID supply chain issues, that people will complain. We have it so good in the United States, but people will complain that they can't get, Ritz crackers, or I can't get certain meats that I like. Who cares? The thing about it is living in a small community like this, as people have told me years after years after years, it's the biggest small town that you ever live in, because it's huge. I mean, in comparison to little towns, there's a lot of little towns that surround us that people know everybody and they know everybody's businesses too. So there's a little autonomy here. But living in a place like Wichita Falls, in my opinion, and I've said this, a gazillion times, it's not too big, it's not too small, it's just right. It's just the Goldilocks story. Is it everybody's cup of tea? 100% no. Is it your cup of tea if you are tired of having people compare you, or tired of comparing yourself to, that whole saying of keeping up with the Joneses, keeping up with your neighbors, having your kids have to have this or that, or keeping up with the latest technological gadget, or driving the best car. I mean, everybody's driving a truck here, so they may be, the boys may be having measuring contests about trucks. I don't know. I'm about to get one. But the thing is what I want you to know is that there is magic here. And I have shared this, makes me tear up, because I have shared this so many times. This is a magical place. But you know what? Magic only happens if you believe in it. If you believe, you see it, it's there. Now, I'm not saying that you can't have magic someplace else. That's not true. I believe that magic is everywhere. It is on the entire planet. Everyone lives under a magical cloud. But it seems so much easier here. It seems so much easier. I've talked about entrepreneurship, that, being a big fish in a small pond. We have no traffic. The people are incredible. Oh my goodness. The people are so incredible here. And I love going on walks in the morning because every single person that you see waves. I had a lady today that didn't. She must have been from California. And she kind of almost looked under her hat like, is it okay? Is it okay for me to look? You could always tell the newcomers. But here's the thing, is that, yes, we are super tiny, and we don't have, just like any other town in the world, the administration of our government, the mayor and all of that. Are they the most spectacular? No. But it isn't anywhere, unfortunately. Nothing is perfect, but your life can be as perfect as you want it to be. And it's all about mindset, it's all about attitude, it's all about emotions, and I've shared all of those things, and I will continue to share them. And I wanted you to be aware that I don't look at this place with rose-colored glasses as if there's no downside to it. Because there's a downside to everything. Holy moly, it's hotter than blazes here this summer. And I actually went to Playa a month ago, and because the humidity is so high, I came back here and I didn't think it was that hot. So everything is relative to your own experiences. Is the cost of living low? Yes. Are the job opportunities, maybe they're not what you're used to in, say, a Dallas or an LA or Pasadena or San Francisco. All of those things are true. However, you can create your own lifestyle here. Because the lifestyle is, I get dressed up for these videos and I put makeup on. Oh my gosh, if you see me walking down the street or you see me in the supermarket, I'm in sweats or shorts or no makeup. The lifestyle is fantastic. I don't generally dress up because I've just recently given away all of my old business suits. I don't need those anymore because that looks weird and out of place here. It's very comfortable. It's very relaxed. It's very laid back. It's very friendly, a low cost of living. You can get from one end of the town to the other, one tip to the other in 20 minutes. Most places are 10 minutes. You can fly out of the local airport, be there in 5 minutes, get to Dallas in 20. It's just so amazing. The things that we do have here and all of the great shopping that you can possibly dream of. And if you want a bigger shopping or better restaurants or better entertainment, the Metroplex is an hour and a half away. Dallas is 2 hours away. Oklahoma is 2 hours away. I wanted to share with you that I don't believe that this place is the perfect place for everybody, but I do know it's the perfect place for a lot of you. And if you spend any time on this channel, you begin to understand and appreciate the things that this community has to offer. The education for your children, the retirement if that's where you're going, that teenagers can experience life in a different way here. We have outdoor activities, get the kids off of the screens. I think this is one of the places that is such a well-kept secret. And of course, I've taken that secret away by having this YouTube channel. But if you want to know more about this community, or you feel like something you've heard on one of these videos or this video today that resonates with you, I would love to share with you how to get here. Because I have brought so many people from around the world watching this channel come here. They may not even use me as their real estate agent or mortgage person, but they know about Wichita Falls through this channel because it's got so much waiting for you. So if you want to know more, there's a link in the first comments below to schedule a Zoom meeting with me. I'd love it if you'd subscribe to the channel so that you can learn more about Wichita Falls. Check out the community playlist. There's so much history here. There's all kinds of information about wealth building, abundance, lifestyle, and all the things in between, because you matter and you have to make the decision about how you want to design your life. And designing it is your responsibility, nobody else's. You're not a victim to anything. You get to make the choice every single day of how you want to design your life. So I would love for you to share in the comments how you're designing your life, what you want it to look like, whether or not you were on this channel and you got to Wichita Falls by watching this channel. Share about your experiences so that people can be motivated and encouraged to find out more about Wichita Falls. And as I always say, y'all come back now, you hear?